In today's video, I'm sharing with you how to properly place and associate your wires on your T-Mobile 5G gateway. So this, as you can see, is the gateway. I am going to share with you how I place the wires and then put on the base. First of all, I'll share with you the one way it can go on, and then from there, I will go ahead and share with you an alternate way in which it could go ahead and go on. Okay, so I'm turning over the model, and this is the power cord. You need to make sure that the power cord is resting and stationary in between these two foot pad areas. And I'll share with you that you can also go ahead and place it on the other side if you want. It just would be stretched out a little bit. And I don't have like an Ethernet cable on hand, so I'm going to actually, for this presentation, share with you just like a phone jack wire, but it's not the same kind of wire, but hopefully you get the concept going. But the power wire would go on that side if you wanted it there. Just make sure your wires are organized, obviously. And then if you have like an Ethernet cable, you can put it right in there, and you would want to make sure the cord is falling in between the two foot pad areas over here. So you have the power cord there, the Ethernet cable over there, and now here comes the tricky part, this base part. Now, the place that is this part for it is actually the backside. The part with the knobs, like where you'll see that little knobs, is actually supposed to be the front area. So this is one way that you can put it actually in, and it does click and it does stay. It just gives you a heck of a time going ahead and getting it out in the back to disconnect it. But what you would want to do essentially is you would want to inject it into this little tab area right here, and make sure those wires are in between the foot pad areas. So they are still exposed, but they are hanging in the proper position. So then you can hear a click noise, even though, again, this is not the right way to go ahead and place the stand. But essentially, you would hear that click, and once you have that click, the stand is in place to the base of the 5G home internet, and then you can go ahead and see each of the wires on each of the sides going ahead and coming outward in between the two foot pad areas. Now, I will also share with you the proper way to place the stand as well, and the stand does make the unit like turnable, so to say, but this is one way that you can go ahead and have your gateway to stand, or you can choose to go ahead and place it this way, the proper way. So let's go over the proper way to place it. So you see in the back here, here's the stand. Okay, the front is this part. The back is the hump part. So place it in the tab area. Make sure your wires are in between the foot pad area, and you won't hear such a dramatic click, but it will click into place. And then I'll share with you how it actually turns too. So it can turn to expose a little bit of where the wires, but that's the front, and the hump, the half circle, is the back area. So I've placed the stand into position on the gateway, and now I will share with you how it's in there and how it can turn. So you see the wires are on each side, wires on each side, in between the two foot pads, wires on each side, in between the foot pads area. Okay. And I'm going to flip it upside down to share with you how it rotates. And you can see it rotating as well, even though you can't see that knob because it's covered by the front of the gateway. Here's how it turns. And you can see where you would plug in that Ethernet cable. Then you can barely see where it plugs into the power cable area. It's all plugged in. The wires are in their proper placing. And the stand is on and in place in its proper position. See wire on that side, power wire peeking through in between the footrests on this side. Okay, so I hope you all found this video very helpful. If you have any questions about the T-Mobile Internet 5G home gateway, please feel free to comment down below. I will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. And other than that, thank you so much for your time watching, and I hope you all have a great, wonderful day. Take care now. Thanks. Bye.